He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Samuel, the 36th overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Just like that.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down.
You got tight right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Here we go. 180!
54.
I got it.
No. Off.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Got it. 25, check 25, check 25.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, he's picked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here we go. 180! You ain't got nothing.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
This is fielded at the goal line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
"38 yards on the scamper there." Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On second down and 4, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now here's Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Coleman now. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo looking left sideline, incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target, and it's third and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Check 56. I'm coming.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Let's see what you got.
Wilson will throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Check. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. It's on the ground. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or play.